Alright, what is up guys? It is me, StrongNinja89, here to do this chapter of Fairy Tail, chapter 353, that is 3, number 5, and 1, 2, 3 of Fairy Tail. Now, of course I know the chapter review is late, and why is that? Well, pretty much the chapter came out on Friday, and I was at work Friday, so I read it there, and I couldn't do it at work, obviously, couldn't do the review there. And when I got home, it was pretty late. I didn't want to interrupt anybody in my, where I live, obviously, so I couldn't do the full-fledged review. Saturday was Attack on Titan, so blah blah blah. I did the live reaction and shit like that. So, that being said, I didn't have time to do chapter review, but I promise, voila, here it is. I know it's late, so yeah. So, I can't say this week. So, this chapter of Fairy Tail, very, Devil Slayer, man, oh my god, dude, devil slaying magic. Now, we already have Dragon Slayer, we had God Slayer, and now Devil Slayer magic. Like, oh shit, like what the fuck, like devil slaying magic, like what the fuck did this shit come from? But whatever, it's still pretty interesting. That being said, so we last left off from the other chapter where the Atlas Flame, or as Natsu calls it, his uncle, pretty much explains to him that the wizard, I'm trying to get the name, the wizard known as Tartarus Koikimon, Tartarus Koikimon was the actual wizard who froze over the city years ago during the whole thing. I mean, not city, the whole village. Basically, again, it's a very simple chat. My camera keeps doing that. Simple chapter this week of Fairy Tail. When it comes to that, it's just basically exposition. Not too much action was going on. It was just basically explain more, the hype, especially, at the end of this chapter. I love this dude's design. Like, he just looks so badass. Like, I just love his design. Granted, he looks like a whole bunch of other characters. Like, he looks like, what's his face? Like if they fused one of his older villains, I guess. Like, I don't know. Like, if they fused, Bacchus and maybe, not Bacchus, shit. Trying to think who. Like, if this dude was fused with, oh god, it's very hard for me to explain, but you get it though. He looks like the same kind of villain destruction design as Harimashima, the way he always, draws them, obviously. So that's what I'm pretty much saying here. So basically, this chapter is very simple, but it gets the job done. Okay, so basically, like I said, the chapter just starts off where Atlas is still explaining about what happened 400 years ago. And Natsu's like, so I guess you're pretty much still alive. And he goes, alive? No, that really isn't anything correct. Sorry. He goes, what we're seeing is a form. It's basically, Atlas isn't really alive. What it is, Wendy created, this form because of the Milky Way spell that she used during the other couple chapter, the chapter or two ago that we actually saw. I am no longer of this world, that is something from the distant past. I don't think he's firing off all cylinders. All awareness or rather battery. It's pretty much just all jumbled, pretty much, is obviously what he's saying. This and he goes, of course I remember Ignal's son, of course I remember all that. And he goes, and when he's asking, do you remember anything about, the ice, with the village, the situation with the magic and all that, from the ice magic, part of the memories have been cleared pretty much. And then she's wondering if you remember anything about the ice that covered the entire village. The world was covering, and he goes, and then he's like, and he goes, well, that guy still can be someone else. He says, yes, single human changed the world to ice, as we explained. Tars, which I love this dude. This dude looks so hype. He looks so hype. Not to mention, I think this dude, it's possible he might be Gray's father. Obviously, it looks like Gray's father, but he looks so badass though. I just love his character design. It looks so fucking awesome. He's like, he's ready to go. He's like, yeah, the only thing I consume are the souls of demons. He looks so badass, man. And he's got devil slaying magic. Like, let's go, man. Let's go. It's going down. Devil slaying magic. I want to see this dude go all out. I want to see him use devil magic up the ass. Like, it's not even funny. I gotta know more about this guy. This guy fucking... Yo. The high blow for this guy definitely got me interested in this chapter. But anyways, moving along. And it says that man who thought I was a demon, he froze the entire village to eradicate me. And he's an exorcist mage. In other words, a devil slayer. And then they were shocked, like, devil slayer. So he goes, of course. And then Gray figured out, so that's why the ice pretty much worked on that guy. Hold on, I'm being interrupted for a sec. I think my camera's freezing up a bit anyway, so be right back. Oh, shit. Oh, sorry. What the hell? Anyways, I'm back. So, what I was getting at is that, and then Flare, she's pretty much begging on the ground. She's like, please, I beg of you, find a way to unfreeze everything that's been frozen over this village. I beg of you. I can't live like this anymore, and, you know, stuff like that. Then he says, yeah, come on, what the hell? I hate these stupid... I hate when that happens, when I click that. It really pisses me off when that happens. Oh, come on! And then my camera does this of all things? God almighty. Alright, there, I fixed it. Come on, stop that, piece of shit. I hate that when that happens. Now I'm gonna wait for a bit till it loads. Aha, there we go. Alright. So he says, yes, my name is the Atlas Flame. I created this village. Yes, it's coming back to me. My village misfortune is my pain. My village's sorrows are my tears. I hold the living scent of my final spirit along the fire of Igneal's sun. I shall set the village free. And then, of course, that is when I am the Fire Dragon Atlas Flames. And then we get this badass pose. I'm like, I am the Atlas Flames. And that shit looked fucking dope. I was like, yo, like, what? Yeah, that is just crazy, man. Like, the art style for that was just, like, freaking ridiculous. And then it gets really, really hot. And then we see this funny scene where, like, Gray's coming with, it's too hot. Gray, cool me down. It's pretty funny. And then he says the most vile dark magic from the book. It says, okay, then I'm going to explain. Now I remember now. The dark magic, which was the vile dark magic from the book of Zareth called E.N.D. 400 years ago, India was unable to destroy the spell known as E.N.D. Meaning that Igneal wasn't as strong enough to defend the dark magic of Zareth. So, this could mean that Igneal isn't really as strong as we thought he is. Because, you know, we might be the most powerful fire dragon, but he still wasn't enough to defeat this. Like, what can this spell end possibly be? And I believe the only one who knows that is this dude, Tartarus Kokimon. I'm just going to call him Tartarus, because Tartarus sounds like a pretty badass name. So I'm just going to call him that. Alright, hold on a sec. Alright. So then after that, we see that giant statue actually comes to life. He says, oh, what? The warmth of the flame is actually coming back to the village. And, oh, I hate you, camera. I hate you. Just stay the fuck still. It's not that hard to do. And it's gonna keep doing that. It's gonna keep dicking around me. And I hate that. Anyway. So that being said, alright. So then as we move along, it says the ice is melting. And then Minerva's like, damn. Then the giant statue that's behind them says the giant statue that's behind them actually finds out that there's some humans that are actually still there in the village. And then Minerva's like, fuck this, you know, we're just gonna have to continue our fight for another time. And then we'll sell this eventually. You and I have still on a grander scale. The nurse is like, don't do this, you know, you don't have to feel so corrupted, you know, you still have some good in you, you know, that kind of, I hate you, camera, you stay still, you motherfucker, I hate when it does this camera, it really annoys me, this is the only thing I got and I have to view it like this, unless I got some kind of stand thing to help it out, but anyways, it's the best I can do, and it's gonna do it again, I know it is, and I apologize if this is No takes, man. No takes, man. No takes, man. Fuck. I hate when it does this. Alright, there we go. We're good to go. Alright, that should stay. That being said, now, just please, I'll be the one corrupting the world in my darkness, not the other way around. So that basically means Minerva. Of course, Minerva's not going to be, fucking, good that easily. Minerva is still going to be evil no matter what. I mean, maybe she will change one of these days, but I highly doubt it. Because let's be honest, Kagura changed for the better or worse. Some people were pretty pissed that she changed to good. But, whatever. It could be the same thing here. We'll see what happens after that. So I think Minerva still has some kind of scheme that's going on, but we're not technically so sure yet. Skip that part. That part's not really important. Then we go to the very end of this chapter. This was my favorite part right here. The icing on the cake that made this chapter so incredibly awesome. And his name is Silver. We receive an order. Well, actually, you know what? I'm going to call him Silver. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to call him Silver. Because I totally forgot that his name is also Silver. Again, it's been a while since I read the chapter on Friday. I'm rereading it to get me refreshed. So, anyways. Silver-sama, we received an order to Kavana headquarters. And it says, I'm visiting a grave, so let me be for now. The title of all the members of the Kuikimon have been summoned to meet, so please comply with the summons. Ice Devil Slayer Lord Silver. I guess that's his subordinate, this lizard dude. Relax, there's no need to crap your pants. It's not like I'm gonna eat you or anything. And it says, I love this, man. This quote was so badass. The only thing I consume are the souls of demons. And Tartarus Koikimon Absolute Zero's Silver. Motherfucking Silver. And no, not Silver the Hedgehog. No, not that. Go away. Not that piece of shit Silver. This motherfucker right here is awesome. I want to see his Devil Slaying magic. This dude got me hyped on so many levels. And if this dude can destroy an entire village, mind you, with devil magic, I gotta see this. Because this dude is hyping me up right now, man. I want to see this dude go all out. Devil Slaying magic. Let's go. I want to see a big battle between this guy. Because here's the reason why I didn't review the other chapters of Fairy Tail for this certain arc. Because I just found it to be kind of, decent to okay. Nothing really too big or too special was going on. And it wasn't really getting me the same feel as the last arc. Like, you feel me? Like, it wasn't getting me the same feel. While the chapter for last week and the chapter for this week have gotten me more excited now to see what's going on. Like, now it's actually pumping me up again to see what's going on in this recent arc. So, that being said, that's why I really like this chapter and the last week's chapter way better than the previous chapters. That's why I didn't bother reviewing them, because I thought I was going to give them like an okay rating or whatever. This rating, however, I'm going to give it a good, or a good plus, because it's good because we got more information about the Atlas Flame, that we revealed that Natsu's uncle is the Atlas Flame, and then we got Zero is like, dude, a great, or, I'm going to give it a great. Fuck it. I a great chapter of Fairy Tail this week. Great. So 4.5 out of 5. Definitely a very great chapter of Fairy Tail. Very excited. Definitely cannot wait to see. What do you think Zero's Devil Slaying magic is gonna be? And also, do you think that Gray's ice magic has a chance to stand up to something like this, or at least Natsu's magic? Because I don't even know if they're even gonna be up to speed on this, unless Flare can help them out. Do you guys think they stand a chance against Silver? Let me know in the comment section below. Just let me know your thoughts on this. I definitely cannot wait, man. I am so hyped now just to see this guy's powers. It's not even funny. Jesus. So, basically, that's really it, to be honest. So, again, a very great chapter of Fairy Tail this week. Until then, that's basically it. So, I want to thank you guys for watching this chapter review. I'm Star Ninja 89. Finally, I know I'm doing a Fairy Tail chapter review. But this one, I'm going to review it because I found it to be a really great chapter. So, definitely going to give it a great rating. So, Star Ninja 89, over now. See you on the bounce. Peace out. Anime manga fans, keep supporting what you watch. Fairy Tail. And the will of Fairy Tail lives on, people. It will always live on. Trust me. Fairy Tail for life.